That's all good. Yeah, so I'm here for my Spector bass. I'm with the company Spector. You guys have heard of Spector basses, right? Yeah. So we made this signature bass that took a while to make. Where is it? Do I have one? Here it is. Here it is. This is the black version. There's also a purple version of this bass. This is everything that I want, I need, and if you like my playing, you've seen me over the years. I'm only 29, so it's really weird, very strange. I've been playing for a while. You guys know that. I'm humbled by this because I can't put my name on anything that I don't believe in. I can't do it. So, because I want to pay it forward, I think if you keep the price down on a quality bass, that's what's really important. That's a great shirt, by the way. Sorry, I'll get ADD. I just saw you as Black Sabbath. I have to call it out. I'm sorry. So this bass, I started with the wood, because I've been doing this a long time. And over the years, what happens is, if you've probably seen Anthrax shows, a lot of jumping around and a lot of hard stages. That takes its toll on you after a while, and your back gets a little roughed up. So I started with the wood. I like this wood called alderwood. You guys know what alderwood is? It's a great wood. It's a lighter wood that has sustain. It still has great sustain. So it's a warm sustain that I've had in a couple of basses of mine, and I find that this really works for me. It works for my back. It works for everything. Studio, I use this on the new Anthrax record. It sounds killer. Used it live. I just got off this whole run with Megadeth and Exodus. Used these basses, and absolutely, you can take them out of the box. And we were talking about this before. Remember, this bass right now came from here. This isn't my bass. I love the fact that I can come in here and strap on a bass, and it's ready to play. I'm going to play Rush all day. That's it. Rush beer, everything. Keep going. We'll do the whole thing. But my plan was and is to open the box and make you play. And that's what we do here. So alderwood, I have the maple neck here. Now you guys know about maple, it's a little brighter, right? The wood is brighter, but I wanted this nice combination. So you get the warmth from the alderwood and the maple for a nice combination. So you're getting both. You're getting it right in the middle, and really where you need to go, especially music that I play, you want to cut through. You want to cut through the heavy guitars. I have a band with Scott Ian, you know the guy, the bald dude with the thing there? And I have Charlie Benanti, the thunderous drums. And it's really hard to get, and you have to find a frequency. You can't be big bass, you have to cut through. So I find this combination of woods really cuts through. And now I'll get to my pickups. And this is going to sound like a shameless advertisement, but it kind of is. My Frank Bello signature EMG pickups. I really love these pickups. We took a long time to get the right combination, but if you like my sound, a lot of people like the sound that I have, and thank you for that. It's a punchy, yet it can be warm at the same time. It's a punchy sound. I've used this on the last couple of Anthrax records, these pickups, and they just sound killer. And I have jazz guys using these pickups. Look at this. I'm gonna give you a dig, dude. So, they really work for me. Long story short, you can get these and be confident in what you play. That's what I want to do. I want to get you guys set up to play. So you can just pull the bass out, you can go to your gig or your studio, and you're not thinking, you're just playing. That's the whole idea. So I also have, let's talk about this for a second, the brass nut. You guys know about brass nuts? Yeah, right? Oh, yeah. Brass nuts. I found this a long time ago in the studio, sustain. The sustain, it really works. If you like your notes really hanging out and lasting, the brass nut, I made sure it was on every one of my basses because I want you to have sustain and the way it should sound. So I really made sure, because they didn't want to do it at first, I said, no, that's got to be part of it because this is going to help you in the long run. It's the little things that will make you really get over the edge. Now, I'm an old school guy. How many people like Iron Maiden here, right? Obviously, right? So I remember when I was young, 15, 14, looking at these things called magazines. They don't have magazines. You guys don't know magazines, all right? Well, the magazines, I remember my favorite bass players, Steve Harris, Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. I don't know if you Phil Lynott. I love that stuff, right? They were in the front of the stage, in the picture, in front of the camera, and their headstock was in the lens of the camera. And I remember seeing these things shine, and it sparked in my eyes. I said, I want to do that. I want that when I get older. So this is like me being a kid again, right here. So this is all one. Now, on the other basses I have is the purple version of this, and people ask me, Frank, why purple? Why do I wear purple? Well, I don't bring it down, but a couple of years ago, my mom and grandmother passed away. So they were the people that said, after my dad took off when I was 10, they raised me. They were the ones that said, they knew I wanted to do music, and they were the ones to say, you go do that. I was your age, and they said, if you love music, you can go do that. They bought me my first bass, and they made it possible. So the purple was their favorite color. It was always their color. So every time, you'll see me with a lot of purple on all the time, wherever it is. It's a tribute to them. My purple bass, they're always with me, no matter where. So it's spiritual. It means a lot to me. So people say, Frank Purple? Yeah, Frank Purple. That's what it's about. So it's all about family. Strings, I have, there's a tag here, okay. The strings I have, I don't know if you guys have these strings in here.
No.
Wow,
We can get there.
But you will get them.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. But people have been asking me for a long time for signature strings, but to make sure they're right? So I have, just so you guys know, you can look them up online, and when they get them in the store. Jim Dunlop, Frank Bello signature strings by Jim Dunlop. If you like the edge, I made sure there's crispness to them. If you know my sound, there's a crispness to them, and there's also a little bit of a bite, but punch, yet warmth. We really took our time with it, and they last, which was really important. So you have to keep buying strings. I don't think you keep going crazy with this. I'm about the player. I'm still that 15-year-old kid that won't change. I won't change. So, and I think you got to pay it forward, and that's what I am in my life. So that's pretty much it with the bass. I'm very proud of it. It sounds great. It plays great. It's got my little signature on the back. That's my little logo. Me jumping like a lunatic. And it's everything that I need.